Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into a major recent event, that 10-day escalation between Israel and Iran. It had some serious global impact.
It really did.
Our source material for this is excerpts from Middle East tensions, global market fallout, which was a Vibecast-Radio special report. And our mission really is to unpack the big risks that came out of this military, political, economic, and importantly, what it means for you.
Exactly. I mean, it's crucial to see how something that feels like a regional conflict can, send these ripples right through the global economy, international politics, and even your own wallet. We're aiming to pull out the key insights from that report.
Absolutely. And those economic ripples, they were felt almost right away, weren't they? The report details some, well, pretty stark consequences for markets globally. What did that look like exactly?
Yeah, the speed was notable. The report highlights significant surges in oil prices. And it wasn't just about immediate supply fears. It was more the market pricing and future disruption risks. Think key shipping lanes.
Ah, okay. Pricing in the risk.
Precisely. And beyond oil, we saw this clear shift in how investors were behaving. Much more volatility in commodities generally. And volatility there just means, faster, more unpredictable price swings for raw materials. Not just oil, but gold saw interest as a safe haven. Even things like agricultural goods felt the pressure from the general geopolitical tension.
Right. It signals real apprehension in the markets.
Definitely.
And those oil surges immediately make you think about global supply chains, that critical vulnerability. When we talk choke points, what's the main one the report flags in this context?
Well, the big one connecting it all is the Strait of Hormuz. It just stands out. It's this narrow channel, connects the Persian Gulf to the wider ocean. Super important.
How important are we talking?
Something like a third of all seaborne oil passes through it daily.
Huh.
So any disruption there, direct conflict, mines, even just higher insurance or security risks, causing ships to reroute, it sends massive shockwaves, impacts energy prices, delivery times, everything.
Yeah.
The report calls it a critical artery, basically.
Sure. Wow, okay. A critical artery. So huge economic and logistical stakes. But then there's the diplomatic side, too. How did the big global players react? The US, EU, China. What were their moves?
Yeah, that's a key question, isn't it? How effective is that international pressure? The report suggests they were very active, using significant diplomatic pressure, is the phrase used.
What did that look like in practice?
Well, it's a mix,
Right.
right? Back-channel talks, public statements urging everyone to calm down, high-level meetings. For these powers, it's about multiple things. Preventing a wider war, obviously, but also protecting their own economies, keeping the region stable, and, upholding international norms. Their involvement is really aimed at containment.
Trying to keep a lid on it.
Exactly.
Which brings us to maybe the scariest part, the most severe outcomes mentioned. The report talks about a heightened risk of a wider regional war, even uses the phrase World War III scenarios. That sounds
Wow.
dramatic.
It is. It's a sobering phrase, and the report uses it to signal the absolute highest level of risk. It's not necessarily saying a global war is immediate, but it points to the danger of a cascade effect.
A cascade effect.
Yeah, like miscalculations leading to direct fights or proxy wars spilling over into direct conflict between major powers, regional, maybe even global ones. It highlights how easily this kind of regional tension could pull in more countries, shake up global stability in ways we can't fully predict, maybe create new power dynamics. It's about those ripples becoming a tidal wave, potentially.
Okay, so it underscores the potential for things to spiral dramatically. So bringing it back to you, our listener, what's the takeaway? I mean, this deep dive really shows how connected everything is, doesn't it? 10 days of conflict in one region can hit gas prices, global power balances, supply chains, everything.
Precisely. It lays bare that interconnectedness. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. How do these ongoing regional tensions force us to rethink what global stability actually means today? And looking forward, what does this imply for how we anticipate shifts in global power and prosperity? It's pretty crucial to consider, I think, in this increasingly unpredictable world.